Kareem, everybody ready?
It smells in here.
Here.
Someone had BO in here.
Well, Mincy was in here before.
And maybe it was Mincy.
I feel like we should just start the show with all that.
Yeah.
All right, Big Mag, welcome to the Dave Portnoy Show with Eddie and Company, presented
sick,
by
Eddie?
Tradezero. I am. You transferred it over to me.
I
over
can tell.
Zoom.
I can tell.
Sucks.
Are you? I think anyone's going to write a hit piece about you being in the office?
Well, that's what I don't know. That's what you got to worry about it. Controversial Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy is sick, has been coughing nonstop in their NIC office, and complained about shortness of breath this past week. A Barstool employee tells Salon.
I don't remember ever complaining about shortness of breath, but you could tell I was sick. Was it because we named everything I did in content, like Dave Portnoy flu game, Dave Port? Of course, yeah, I was sick. I know my body. I came in, I had to do content. Hopefully nobody caught it. It was a cold. It was not COVID. I know what the vid is. I beat the fuck out of it multiple times. So here I am. I'm getting better. I haven't slept in like a week, but I'm still getting better. And I'm not sick anymore. So la-di-da to that blue check mark punk. Tradezero. Enter to win $5,000 at tradezero.us/Dave. Tweet using hashtag Stooley Stock Squad. Tag me, Stool Presidente. I've used them forever. They're very good. It's the broker I personally use. They help me whenever I need to transfer money, make moves. They're always on the line, ready to answer questions. Great customer service. For all Dave Portnoy Show listeners, Tradezero go-to platform for the serious and active trader. Big news. They're giving 5 listeners a chance to win free money. We've gone over this. $5,000 to 5 new customers who announced a bunch of them. The 5th and final winner will be announced in the weeks ahead. Still time to enter. Initial count, $2,500. Again, they're giving $5,000 away. You make money if you do this. You deposit $2,500, you're up $2,500 if you win this. Tradezero.us/Dave. Then tweet using hashtag Stooley Stock Squad. Tag Stool Presidente. Don't just Tradezero.
All right, let's really change the mood a little bit. Can we hit the music, Kareem? Hello, our guest answer.
Let's go. There we go. Hey, Dad.
No, he's not going to be able to hear you. He always joins without audio. So, Eddie, you're going to have to tell him.
Oh, he's
got to
no audio?
rejoin. Yeah, he did that last time, too.
Oh, no.
Dad.
So it's probably best if he just leaves.
Can you see us?
Back,
He,
right?
he can see you, but
Zooming out.
but he has to click. On the bottom left, there should be something that says start audio.
Yeah, you can see us.
He can't hear us, though.
He could hear us?
Do you want me to, you're texting him?
Yeah, I just texted him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to hit audio, Mr. Porto. You got to hit your microphone on the bottom tab, bottom left. Is that right, Kareem?
Yeah, he can't hear you, though.
Oh, he can't hear me?
No, call him and tell him that.
All right. All right.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Porter, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't hear you on
So if you click the
my iPad.
if you click the bottom left tab, you hit audio. You your audio and your sound is turned
It
off.
should say, like, start audio.
Where my picture is, you mean?
Yeah, it says start audio. Can you hear us?
I hear you on the phone.
Yeah.
But you can't hear
Or-
me.
Yeah, or if you leave and you come back, just make sure you hit audio. Yes.
Why would I leave?
Well, it just makes it easier, you know. If you just X out and come back.
Oh, you want me to stop? Okay, I'll close it out and come back.
Yeah, just make sure you hit audio. Yes. Okay.
Okay, I thought I maybe didn't see.
Okay. All right.
It's amazing the lack of success rate with him.
But it's I don't know. It doesn't happen all the time, right?
No, it does every time, right?
Yeah, every time he joins.
On this, it feels like more so on this show.
What else does he
Like-
do?
I had him on dog walk. He was in a.
Really?
He zipped in. Get
I
Harold?
got you.
Yep.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
All right, here he is, Mr. Portnoy joins the show. It's been a while. I feel it's been a while.
Oh, today.
What'd you say?
I say it's been a while today.
That's true. That's true.
You know something? I was thinking about this. Depends how you look at it. I don't know whether I have a lot of time or very little time. Depends if you want to look at it in a global aspect, so to speak.
Dave, have you talked to your father lately?
Yeah, I talked to him a couple days ago, 2 days ago.
Yeah, an update on that, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, since we spoke, this is just between you and I. But I told you I was waiting to hear from the doctor was going to get the lab results, and I was waiting for that. He called me his office called me about an hour and a half ago, and they apparently got the results. I didn't ask what they were, but I have a virtual meeting with him Thursday at 8:00.
Okay. So I mean, again, that would continue along my path of I think that's probably good news.
I hope you're right.
Because
Yeah,
if
but
it's urgent, I assume they would not be like, wait till Thursday.
I would assume that too, except that we're in a different world, and I agree with that. I hope you're right, and I explained to him I'm a little nervous about it now. I hadn't been, but this morning I didn't expect that call so soon.
Yeah, but again, if this was something that was major, I know.
I obviously hope you're right, for my sake.
Yeah.
But I'll know sooner rather than later, which is a kind of a surprise to me.
Good.
How you feeling?
I feel okay. I got some issues that have nothing to do with my head, but hopefully they'll work. But to be honest with you, I want to take care of this first and foremost. This thing that I supposedly have or don't have related to my brain. I may have no issue at all. I'm going to find out. As I explained to David, I thought I went to the Mass General, and they make it very quick. I know not many people are probably interested in this. The doctor who I met in his office at the Mass General originally, he tried to do a spinal tap into my brain. He couldn't do it in his office because I had a lot of arthritis in the lower part of my back.
So
I ended up at the Mass General.
While important, I don't know.
What's that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just don't know how this is going to translate to people on the show.
No, it can't.
He had issue. I'll summarize. There's been issues going on, which I don't. Some people I know. My dad had issues, balance issues. He's gone in for testing. It's obviously concerning when you're of his age. Anything. I kind of am hoping and think maybe it's much to do about nothing because there hasn't been a ton of urgency on the doctor's parts, and even like this, it's like we looked and we'll tell you in 2 days. There hasn't been like we need you in here right away and things like that, which I think is good. My dad rightfully says,
I understand that. No, I understand that.
I'm just summarizing where we're at.
Yeah, but most people aren't. I understand that. More importantly, I did a tweet, I guess, about I'm not happy about the fact that the Brussels Pepperidge Farm cookies are no longer available.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Milano's.
You're back to Milano's?
Huh?
You're back to Milano's?
I don't have any choice.
Pepperidge Farm has like 10 flavors.
What's that?
Pepperidge Farm has a ton of flavor. This for new people, the Milano story is an all-time classic. My dad's story. My dad, from was kindergarten through high school through college, basically, every single morning, cup of coffee, like 2 or 3 Milano cookies. They were always in the house, Milanos, always. And then one day he's just told my mother, by the way, I don't like Milanos. He had ate them for 30 years straight.
Right, and then I switched over to Brussels.
But then it was like, for how long have you not liked Milanos? He's like, I never liked Milanos.
I don't know. Well, the bottom line on this discussion is they put me back into the position where I'm going to have to take what they give me because of the ones that I really liked, which were the Brussels. And there was another one that I forget what it was called that I liked a lot. A very thin cookie with a chocolate. What was it?
Geneva.
Yeah, I think that's what that was called. Yeah, with the nuts on. You're right.
I know.
By the way, I remember when you started talking about the pepper trim, they came over and dumped a bunch of them in your bathtub.
Yeah, they did. That? Yeah, I do. I had a bathtub filled of them.
Were those all Milanos or different?
All Milanos, I believe. Maybe not. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But that was amazing. But anyway, so I don't know why they would just have a problem with, no problem with the Milanos, but the other types, apparently, because of what's going on in the world, they can't get those through. And you take somebody like me, I really have no choice.
You're saying they only have Milanos? There's no other flavors?
Apparently not.
I'm in there. I'm in CVS. They're everywhere.
Well, I think the only time you might see different ones is when you have to buy a sample of all of the cookies in one. You know something? I'm going to challenge you. If you find the Brussels somewhere, send them to me. That'll be a good son would do that. I don't understand why I'm not getting them. Or the other one, you're right. The Geneva, I haven't seen forever.
I didn't know this was an issue.
What?
I didn't know this was an issue.
After he tweeted this, I did look the day of, and I did not see any Brussels or Genevas either.
Thank you, Ed.
So I think he's onto something.
They're all in.
Where'd you look, Eddie?
I looked at a Walgreens. I was just passing by, and they only had Milanos at the Walgreens.
Yeah, I'm not dreaming, Dad. It's close to being a nightmare.
Did you ever tweet about the Levains? Did they send you some?
What happened was, I understand that they're coming to the Boston area, I guess, with a store. And I'm really looking forward to that because those are spectacular. There's no other word. Those, they put the Pepperidge Farm to shame. They're not even in the same class.
Well, Pepperidge Farm is mass produced.
Yeah, right. I said they're not in the same class.
That's like comparing the One Bite frozen pizza to like a John's a Bleecker. I mean, they're two totally different entities.
That is a good analogy, my son. And when they sent me I don't even remember now. Your mother was. I don't remember how they contacted me. What's the name again, Eddie? What's the name?
Brussels, Genevas?
No, Levain.
No,
Levains.
They contacted me. I don't remember how, and they sent me a nice note and some unbelievably good cookies. And they're apparently coming to the Boston area, which is very nice.
You could be the spokesman.
They'd be silly not to hire me. To tell you the truth. I mean, I'd be speaking honestly from my heart. I mean, those are delicious cookies. The best. I mean, the fact that I got them and they had been delivered through the mails or whatnot, and they was fresh as anything, it was incredible. Very good company, obviously.
What's been going on in Swampscott? Wasn't there a Dave? I saw you tweet a picture of the news or something.
Me?
Yeah, wasn't there something going on? You told me at the mayor's something happened. Was there a fire? Did I make that up? Or there was a storm, power outage?
Oh, we had a bad storm in Swampscott. Not just in Swampscott, but in this whole area. Very bad windstorm, mostly wind, not so much rain, but mostly wind. I got a few things I wrote down. A couple of things, Dave, you've done in the show I found very interesting. Very interesting. I thought Stephen Shea was very good, very impressive the way he presented that. I understood, and I understand the problem ended up being a financial issue. I understand that. And I'm not, that's your whatever you do, you do. I also found.
You think he'd be great at content? That's what you're saying?
Well, I think he would be, but obviously it turns out to be a financial situation, which is understandable. I mean, this is the world of salespeople in virtually any business you're in. If it's a good product, they're going to make more than a lot of the people in a company.
Right.
That's the way the world is, right?
Yeah.
If the product is good, the salespeople are going to do well.
Right.
In fact, a lot of times, I don't care how good a salesperson is. If the product is lousy, they ain't going to do so well. The product's got to be good.
Right.
That's not that's kind of obvious. And I also thought when you had K Marco on, I found that very interesting, because he obviously, it was just, I felt like almost riveting to watch him, to watch that whole thing and your interaction with him, which you apologized for, which you should have, obviously, and you apologize. So that's the end of it. I think he's trying to do better now. From what I'm following, he's trying to get a little more.
I still owe him a conversation. I've been pretty knee deep in my own. I do think it kind of will be a rebirth for him. But yeah, he's been with us for a long time. Again, to clarify, I apologize. I should have told him beforehand that the vacant position was filled.
Right. So that I found those two things very interesting. I also, Dave, are you aware what your host did there with John Wayne Gacy?
No.
Tell him.
I don't know who John Wayne Gacy is.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, he's like one of the biggest serial killers ever.
Oh, no, I didn't know. No, I didn't know that.
He did an interview with him.
Oh, wow.
His lawyer.
With the lawyer,
dead.
not with him. I'm sorry. With his lawyer. That was a big difference. He's dead, John Wayne Gacy. But, Eddie, I thought you did a wonderful job with that. You know what I found the most interesting about that interview? The most interesting with the lawyer. Almost the first thing he said was when he met, the lawyer knew John Wayne Gacy before this story ever became this national story that it was. He said he was a precinct captain in the Chicago area. Eddie, didn't you find that almost unbelievable?
Oh, well, I've known that for a long time. He was like he was just kind of a mover and shaker. He just got things done. It would get you a garbage can. And,
but I mean, you don't think of a serial killer being that's what is in a job like that, where he was supposed to be engaging with people and be a real outgoing type person. I found that was one of the first things the lawyer said, and it was, to me, it was jaw dropping. It makes you think you never know who could be a serial killer, because this guy would have been the last person in the world.
Yeah,
I think
that's what he said. The scariest thing about him was there was nothing scary.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I found that interesting, very interesting. You did a good job with that.
Thank you, Mr. Portnoy.
And I also want to compliment, I just read this morning, Carabas's tribute to Jerry Remy, which I thought was very well done, very interesting. If you're not from the Boston area, you can't really appreciate what Jerry Remy meant to this community. That's a small word. It's a bigger, but he was tremendous. He was tremendous.
I think I agree with you. I think anybody who's been on the air for like a sports team in a major city for as long as he has becomes more tied in with the city almost than any of the players. The voice, like whether it be Remy here at Johnny Most, or there's the Vin Scully in L.A. There's the guy he's the timeline of your life.
Who was the anthem singer?
What's that?
That was
the guy who sang the anthem at the Bruins games.
The fist pump guy, but you didn't hear his voice. But the Bruins, we had him in the office singing the anthem. I'm just trying.
Doing one thing.
Renee Rancourt.
Very popular.
Let's talk about Black Rifle Coffee, Dave.
Black Rifle Coffee, veteran-owned coffee company serving premium coffee to people who love America. I love America. Veteran CEO, founder Evan Hafner spent 7 years on the ground overseas, U.S. Special Forces, and the CIA contractor. He modified his gun trucks during the invasion of Iraq to grind coffee anywhere. That's awesome. They import high-quality coffee beans from all over the world, roast 5 days a week at our facilities in Manchester, Tennessee, Salt Lake City. The team at Black Rifle Coffee continually research and experiment with new roasting methods, coffee origins. Best way to enjoy Black Rifle Coffee is join the coffee club. You pick your perfect roast, how much and when you want delivered to your door, and we take care of the rest. It's free to sign up. You get free shipping discounts on partner brands and early access to new products and club-exclusive products. Go to blackriflecoffee.com/Dave. Use code Dave today. Get the freshest coffee in America shipped to you.
But and you know what I like? You just mentioned Johnny Most. I was never a big fan of Johnny Most, and I'll tell you why. Johnny Most was the Celtics broadcaster forever, and
I love Johnny Most.
Huh?
I love Johnny Most.
Well, see, I didn't, and I'll tell you why. Because when he was on the radio so much, if you ever saw what was happening on the floor in the game, it had no resemblance.
He was a homer. I like homers.
Yeah, he was such a homer. Jerry Remy was, but in a different way. Jerry Remy, first of all, he obviously knew so much about baseball, but he wasn't. He was telling you what was happening accurately. All right. And he obviously was a Red Sox fan. He wanted them to do well, but I just thought he was so good. And the guy that preceded him was excellent too, in a different way, probably before your time. Ned Martin, Dave. I don't know if you even remember him. He was a different kind of guy, a much more low-key guy, but he had a very, very dry sense of humor, and he was very good also. We've been blessed here with some wonderful announcers. The Patriots announcer, Gil Santos. You remember him, Dave?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Excellent announcer. With Gino Cappelletti as a team. Excellent. I like them better than what we have now, actually.
Well, don't tell Zolak that.
What's that?
Don't tell Scott Zolak that.
No, I'm not talking to. Well, I don't listen to the radio.
Well, you are, because he's who does it now.
Ever since Gil Santos.
Zolak's good. Zolak's good.
Yeah.
I was actually listening weirdly. This is going on, but I was coming back. The Michigan game, Dan Dierdorf, very good for Michigan. I think his last year. I didn't know he did the Michigan games, but he's very good on the radio.
Yeah, I know that. I've never heard him do the Michigan, but I've heard him do other things. He's very professional, very good. I don't like somebody that's such a homer that it has no what's going on in the field has no resemblance to what's actually happening. I don't like that. But Jerry Remy, you know something, and some of the things he went through in his personal life, the sickness with his son and everything, I mean, unbelievable. To have to go through that and get up every morning. I mean, how can you not, I don't know what the right word is, but quite a life for a guy. And nothing but good things to say about his time on Earth, I guess is a way to say it. But
I like this. It's like you should give Dave notes because he's not paying attention. You could tell him all the good things that are going on around here.
Well, no, I outside your interview, I knew all the other stuff. Two of them were here, and I obviously knew about Remy. I tweeted about it as well.
Yeah. Well, and what I was interested in, and it did come to pass, he had become I'm talking about Remy, centered in the Boston area, but a national figure in that field. Because when you saw when he passed away, there was national tributes to him, and which is nice, very nice. He wasn't just a local.
I'm not downplaying anything at all. He was an icon. I think anybody who's at it that long from one team, they become a fabric of the life and would get remembered similarly.
True, but take, for instance, I agree with, and that's understandable. But for instance, take the Cubs announcer, who was a revered guy.
Harry Carey?
Huh?
Yeah.
Harry Carey. Yeah. I don't put them in the same category at all. I really don't. Because Harry Carey, again, was a homer. And,
I disagree with that. I disagree with that, but.
What do you think, Eddie?
He was kind of before my time, really. So I don't remember much with Harry, unfortunately.
I would say he was almost like a caricature. I can't even pronounce it. He was a caricature of himself. You know what I mean? That's what he became. People expected him to do certain things, and he did them.
Yeah.
And he was a man about town type thing. But I don't. Dave, you seem to be just, and you might be right. It's just longevity. If you're there.
Well, no, I think longevity speaks to your talent, but. Like I would say Harry Carey's just as revered with Cubs fans as as Remy was with Boston. And is Harry Carey still alive, or he passed? He passed, right?
Yeah, he passed.
Yeah, so when he died, I'm sure it was just as big a deal.
With what he said about him, the longevity, but I'm saying he became revered on a different level for different reasons. That's what I think.
All right.
He has a statue.
Yeah,
so that
pretty
says it up. Well, all right, Mr. Portnoy, we got a late start, so we got to keep moving, unfortunately. But it's always great to hear from you,
Eddie. I got one other question while I got you on the air, just between you. We talked about, are you near Aurora? Are you also near Naperville?
Not too far. Everything's kind of close, but it's not close, but it's not far. It's a drive away. It's less than an hour.
And
I like this too. Did you hear that, Dave? He says he might have a mission for me.
Oh, that should be interesting.
I might.
Well, you let me know, okay?
I definitely will. I also looked into something else I'll talk to you personally about based on something we talked about the other day.
Perfect. Yeah, you let me know. Give me a call anytime. It's always great to hear from you.
I'm going to give you a call. I got a little news for you on that.
Perfect. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks for jumping on, Mr. Portnoy.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Dave. I'll let you know, Dave,
Yep.
after Thursday.
Yep.
And I expect you to be interested, and I appreciate it.
Of course. You are my dad.
I am, and I hope I continue to be for some time.
You will.
And I love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Great way to finish, sir. Helix Sleep. I have my Helix mattress, Dave. It's awesome. I fall asleep right away on it. It was easy to transport. It was easy to set up. I
just bought one, Eddie.
Did you get a Helix Sleep?
I just bought one for my Miami guest room. Yes.
Did you use our promo code?
I did. I used it was a couple of them. I think Dave 200.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think people are using it during that interview with my dad?
He had some good notes. Right?
Helix offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/Dave. That's helixsleep.com/Dave for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows. Gaz has it. He just said he had it. He's using it. These mattresses are great. Great for main bedrooms, spare bedrooms, 10-year warranty. And you get to try it out for $100 risk-free. For 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it. You will love it. Helix even has mattresses with specialized cooling technology. Huge for me because I need things cold. Again, $200 off all mattress orders, 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/Dave. That's helixsleep.com/Dave. $200 off and 2 free pillows. People sometimes act, I'm sorry, I got distracted my phone. Like, what's Dave doing? My dad was putting me to sleep a little bit. But I was trying to find if Dan Deerdorf had like social media because I really did like him on the radio. He was great. I just be like, and I guess he's retiring, which sucks. But like tough day for Michigan this past weekend, obviously. But be like he was great. I couldn't find it though. I don't think he's on social media, which I respect.
Yeah, it must be nice, right, to not have social media.
Yeah, seriously.
Would you get rid of it if you could?
I'd have to just be done with if I was like done with work.
Yeah, like when you
If you could just unplug, that would be great. Just be like that's how. Just enjoy your life. Not always be like checking your phone every 2 seconds.
Yeah, but you're not. I mean, you kind of live on your phone, but you don't.
I'm on my phone pretty much all the time.
Yeah, but you're not constantly posting, I would say.
No, but I get so much shit sent to, like if I don't refresh every 5 minutes, I'll never get the messages that are sent to me. They're just gone because I get too much.
Yeah.
So I just like people send me videos, pictures. Well, I'm just trying to stay on top of it.
Do you get a lot of people who like you talk to once and then they just constantly hit you up like, "Oh,
No.
Dave, I love that pizza place."
Not that I notice. No, I mean I just get so much.
That's what's nice about you. You're so direct and blunt. Like people know not to do that.
Well, I mean, I want to hear pizza places. I want pictures of you eating one bite. I want like signs. So it's the new email. That's really what it is. Like checking my email is checking my social feeds.
Yeah. I meant text wise, but.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not
Speaking of that though, East Lansing looked sick.
wild.
Was that the best one by far, I assume?
This season? And it's obviously when you have like the one of us on the panel involved in the game, like I'm a Michigan guy, we're at East Lansing. The entrance was electric. People throw beers at me. Michigan let me down, but it really was. And I mean, I said after, I'm like, if we can't sell this show for so much, like we killed ESPN. Now we had a better location, thanks to me and thanks to the Michigan State people who alerted us we were in a bad spot, but you can't have a more electric environment. And the show, once you have the moment of my entrance, it's a hit. It doesn't matter. Like the show was worth it just by that. It was such an electric like moment there where I was giving everyone the double bird and shit like that. And of course, Michigan lets me down because they always do. I actually said it at one point. It's like I've been so spoiled with the Patriots. For the last 2 decades, basically, and even to agree with the Red Sox, I can just talk shit and my teams back it up for the first time. Like Michigan never has really, but the Patriots alert. The Patriots are back, so I think they're going to start doing what I expect them to do. But yeah, Michigan, I go out, I talk all this shit. It's like tough to talk shit when you lose every game. And I said I wouldn't do it this year, but they sucked me back in. Now, spin zone, I still think we control our own destiny and win the national championship, but we all know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's a weird year. That whole ending was just brutal. I don't know why you go to him.
Crazy.
And I think McCarthy's going to be good, but
McNamara is,
shit.
I think, very good. Put the ball in your best player's hands and let him do it. It reminds me a little of Brady Henson. It's like, I know why you do it. You got to get these recruits. You promise them playing time, but I mean, he put the ball. He got lucky once. And then he fumbles the other. Just tough loss. I thought they were going to blow him out. In the third quarter, they had me convinced. I'm like, holy shit, Michigan's good.
Yeah, they had control most of the game.
16-point game, 4th and 5. If they stop them, game's over. They just,
Yeah.
tough.
What did you – I saw Gaz posted the picture from the Dumbest Game Day show, the Dumb and Dumber suit one at Florida State.
Yeah.
Quite the big comparison, huh?
Crazy how Dan and I started. It's we were just being clowns.
What happened with the hotel room situation?
So we booked it through Hotels.com, which is not smart. I'm not quite sure why we did it that way. I have no idea. But we showed up to the hotel, 8 rooms, confirmation number, just no record of it. So we had to drive like 45 minutes to this little rink-think hotel. It's like this very cute Indian couple running it, like $70 a night in the middle of nowhere. There's like 3 kids from Notre Dame in the lobby freaking out when I walked in. They're like, holy shit, it's Dave Portnoy. The Indian gentleman, he's like, language, please. I haven't heard that in forever. Then he gives me the key to the room, Eddie, and before he lets go of it, he goes, just want to let you know there may be some holes in the ceiling. Like, whatever. I'm pretty easy with that shit. It was ice cold in there. But yeah, it didn't surprise, like the hotels, you got to go direct to the hotel. The hotel, hotels.com will fuck you. That's what it boils down to.
When's the last time you stayed in a place like that? That's got to be your...
No, we stayed in one, that was bad, but we stayed in one in Indiana in a dump. And it's like, hey, we have one. Everyone reached out. It's like we have the presidential suite at this place, and you can go there. It's like I'm not as high maintenance that I'm going to be like separated from everybody else and making multiple trips. It's one fucking night. I can deal with it.
Yeah, I saw Big Cat tweet out the picture. I was like,
yeah,
holy
no,
shit.
it was a rink-think hotel for sure, but it's one night. Who fucking cares?
It had like that red.
When we didn't get the
over.
hotel at the first place, I was like, I still wasn't feeling great. So they went out to dinner. I got dropped off. They had a nice like little snack. I had all the chips. I was like a little kid, like just grabbing all these chip products like to take. And then like, we don't have your room. And it was like sad trombone music of me like putting back the chips.
That's I'm sure Spider was freaking out.
He gets very rattled, and he's like getting in a little bit of like the grill of the people at the hotel. It wasn't there, but it's like they didn't know what to fucking do. It's like we have no record of this and we're sold out.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? How was Halloween? I saw the costume. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun. We went to my favorite place, Zero Bond. It's it's just a great spot. It's like sitting next to Nina Agdal, very pretty in real life. Like there's just people everywhere. It's like do, but it was fun. Great costumes, great event.
Were you and then you went apple picking yesterday? Is that right?
Shout out, by the way, to Silvana, because her costume was awesome.
Yeah, she did great.
Yeah, we went apple picking yesterday. We've been trying to do that for a while. I looked at the weather, 60 degrees, perfect. I'm a firm believer you got to drive at least 2 hours from a major city to Apple Pick the right way. Silvana had never been, so that was fun.
And you drove. You didn't copter there?
Nope, drove.
Wow.
Well, 2
Look at
hours
that.
like copter is like almost diminishing returns.
Well, what's Toga? Isn't Toga, what,
No,
three?
like 3.5.
maybe? 3.5. Okay. I didn't know it was a half. How was it? You haven't gotten your hands dirty with some apples lately, I feel.
Oh, I'm a big apple picker. I put that video out telling people how to do it.
Are you apple picking over pumpkin patch?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear ya. So good. That was a fucking. You had yourself a weekend.
Yeah, Michigan, Halloween. Sylvan's sister was in town. So lots, there was a lot going on.
What's the? I saw you're debating winning the World Series of Poker. Is that because of Mintz?
No, because my schedule never ends. This is by my choice, but we're going to the Breeders' Cup this weekend. Shout out to the Breeders' Cup, hooked it up, gave us a nice table. And Elio and I go every single year. I actually have a video I got to show him on my phone. I saved it. I may be able to send it to you guys to put in, but you know how your phone creates galleries? So it created a gallery of Dave in Kentucky over the years. It's just me and Elio through the years with this weird music playing in the background. And there's little clips of me this guy's not winning a race. And Elio with his briefcase. It's the funny compilation that was made. But we do this every year. We love it. It's one of my favorite events. So I'm very excited to get out there. We leave Thursday. It's in San Diego, Del Mar, so it's fucking far. Flying commercial for the first time in forever.
No.
It's $100,000 to fly. I can't justify that.
Fucking Florida State.
You ain't kidding. So we go Thursday. It's Friday, Saturday the event, and then Nate is in the World Series of Poker. Starts Sunday wearing the mask, which I want to be there for. And I was like, well, if I'm going to be there, I might as well just fucking win. You got to play for 1,000,000 hours, but I'm supposed to be back to go to the Steelers game on Monday. So I just have so much shit going on. I don't know if I may just go see Nate and then fly back.
Okay. I can't believe you're flying commercial.
Would $100,000?
You said you'd never do it again. It's
$100,000 round trip.
Oh, round trip? I thought it was 100 each way.
$100,000.
Come on, you got it.
100.
No, actually, go to the airport. You need to keep mixing it in like
100,000.
that.
I just stayed at an $80 hotel. I'm fine. It's just $100,000. That's
If you see
crazy.
Dave at the airport, make sure you know.
$100,000 for that's so much fucking money. That's I don't have that much money to be doing. Real rich people don't do that. 100,000. Rapoli should send the jet. He just sold Body Armor for $5.8 billion.
Oh, did he?
It's the third company. The guy just sells for billions.
We should get him on here.
I asked him. He said do it in a heartbeat.
Great. That'd be awesome.
What is
You're at least first class, I assume, right?
Yeah, on the way back, no. Way back, we're near the toilet. But I am inquiring about getting the way back paid because literally it's we're back of the bus. All the tickets were taken.
What do you think about that, Gaz?
Yeah, it's going back to his roots. The Rapoli thing was interesting. Do you see Kobe put in $10 million? He got $400 million back from it. Kobe's family.
Crazy.
That guy just invents drinks and
He's brilliant. He's one of the best to ever do it.
You better get in on his next drink, Dave.
I know.
Save the money for that.
I know. It's crazy.
Save the money for that. Let's talk about nuts.com, Dave.
Yeah, I love nuts.com. We have them in the office here too in the little bags. I basically chose them as an advertiser. You can send me this. Would not be a bag I'd use, but they got a lot. This one is
It's espresso, I think. Bottom right says it. Bottom left.
espresso mix. Where are they? Little coffee nuts. I love the pistachios and the cashews. And I don't even read that. I do have high standards. That's why we got them, because I've had them. I love them. I'm like, hey, salespeople, I eat these. I refuse to eat Wonderful. They're the fucking worst. These are great. They're way bigger, way better. If you like nuts, pistachios, cashews, and you're not ordering from nuts.com, you're a savage, and I don't want to talk to you. 3,000 products on site, get ahead of holiday gift. It is good holiday gifts. Actually, I love that. Like, I'd love to get pistachios as a gift. 10% off for new customers now at nuts.com/Dave. Nuts.com/Dave. 10% off. They got nuts, dry fruits, everything, fast delivery, and the Dave Portnoy endorsement on. They are very good.
There you go. Man, Elio was like, man, I wonder if we're taking the jet.
He asked
That's
100 times. I was waiting. It's so expensive. I don't have that type of money. Like, I bet a lot, but it's like the money's in there. It's not like I'm putting it, like when I'm out, I'm out. I bet more when I'm up. That Florida State thing, I had a good day that day because I won everything else, but that was a disaster.
Yeah, your betting account is like a separate entity.
Correct. It's not like I'm up because I've been hot, so I can bet more. But if I'm down, I'm betting less, and if I was out, I'd be tapped.
Yeah.
What is it when you make the Miami trips, like PJ round trip to
30.
Miami? 3x.
Damn, that's fucking way cheaper.
Yeah.
Way cheaper.
It's cross country. It's nuts.
Yeah, that is nuts. I also saw you tweeted, I hate Mike Welker like poison.
These promos that we do, good segue. This is the best one. This is my favorite I think we've ever seen. Lights, camera, Maction patch. Mac is war. Fucking fire.
Oh, wow.
So Maction starts tonight. This is for tomorrow. We're going to have these in. You can bet any, I believe, Maction. There's 2 games tomorrow. You can bet either side, any game, either side. If you win, you get the hoodie, $100. These are flames. But yeah, the week before the Michigan, I asked forever to get a Michigan the hoodies so I could promo it, wear it, and he just didn't get it to me on time. He couldn't figure out how to make it. The design was all fucked up. It's like for the 1,000th time I had to walk him through the process, and every time he's like, can't do it, can't make it bigger. Oh, I figured out how to do it. It's like, how do you not know how to do sweatshirts at this point?
Were you yelling at him?
Yes.
And like, so did you get it like resolved or he?
Well, no, it was too late. We got the sweatshirts like 5 seconds before the game kicked off in Michigan, and the results of how many people did the promo directly showed that he fucked it.
You got a couple more promos coming up too, right?
Talk to me.
A stream.
Oh,
coming
tomorrow
up?
night. Yeah. So Logan Paul, myself, Big Cat. We're going to stream from the Jersey house tomorrow, and we're going to play. This is only for Jersey people, but we're going to live stream us playing blackjack, and you can bet behind us. So if you have an account, you can bet behind any 3 of us. We reserved a table, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. So
Hope
we're doing
you don't
both.
laugh in his face like you laughed in mine.
Probably if you lose that much. It's a live dealer. It's way better.
Oh, really? So it's a little different than Michigan.
Yeah, it's a live dealer. It's like live.
Is that coming everywhere or is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
So it's only Jersey? Like if you live PA and Michigan have it too, right? But they
You
can't.
can't play with us in Jersey. It's only Jersey people.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like that where you can play behind.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you got all smart guys. I know Big Cat's by the book. I
I'm
don't know
by
how
the
Logan
book.
is.
I don't know Logan what he does.
Yeah. All right, so look out for that. Little inside Barstool. Gaz, you got into a Stephen Shea. Big exchange there.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to snowball for whatever reason. I think I just looked at Twitter and I saw everyone was like in super support of Che, and I just went on the other side of it. I didn't really think too much of it. I think I'm kind of getting a little FOMO of not being in the office and just like.
Well, yeah, because that's probably like a green screen. The back you have there, he's probably, I guarantee you, he's on like some tropical island, just occasionally throwing a dart just to be like, I'm still paying attention.
I'm in Lower Alston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's a green screen.
But yeah,
It's
do you think he was actually like rattled or mad about it? Like I was kind of like fucking around, but then he kind of went at it pretty hard. Or where does Chase stand in his job chase? Because
Steve Che is Rico Bosco and designer clothes.
Well, that's a good thing then for content, I guess.
I mean, Steve Che came down dead serious. I've told this, but when Rico was saying he was done and out, he's like, I got to tell the advertisers Rico's out, right?
Because he read my tweet that said
because
that Rico was quitting.
Got squeezed out for the 9 millionth trillionth year. I saw Rico in the office. He wasn't at the stream on Sunday. I go, good seeing you, Rico. He goes, Dan. I just heard him pound the table as I walked out. He's like, Dan, because I guess Dan said don't go or something.
No, but for real, my team works with Che's team very closely on all the ads. So like Che's involved with 50% of our business and making sure that the ad get delivered. So I like him and his team, and I don't know what would happen if he just was gone. Like I don't know if he has the backup for it. So selfishly, I like him in the business side.
Saw Frank the Tank got a new place. That's some positive news on a day like today.
Tank's been a great success story.
His place looks really nice.
Yeah, it's like I hope it doesn't change him like people say I get changed.
You see, he had a call. He had a what's his name? Jersey Jerry had to go over there. He asked for a fishing rod.
Yep, I did.
Like, what do you need? You need me to jump through the window? Oh yeah, that works too. But I was thinking he had his mind on the fishing pole. That was the trick. I also saw Travis is for the boys is full time. Did you know that?
Who?
Remember the guy, the intern we had on here, and he was
TikTok.
wearing the Travis is for the boys.
He's full
Did
time.
the TikTok? Yeah, he's been doing the streams for the Braves.
Oh, is that
with
the
Big T.
Braves kid?
Yes.
Didn't know it was the same kid. I have no problem with it. I think he's good on the streams. I like it. So good for him. No problem with it.
Congratulations to him. That's his
Congrats.
success story.
I didn't even know that was the same person. So good for him.
A lot of people were mad when you made fun of him last time.
I don't care.
Yeah, but it just goes to show that you get your fucking.
Yeah, if you handle
your-
it's good.
He's done a 180 here apparently. Like he just comes in all the time. He's not making any more TikToks.
Yeah,
He flew back at 6 a.m. from Atlanta after they lost because he said he needed to be here by 10 o'clock sharp.
good. That's what I want. I mean, my guy Austin, who like his personality is a 0, but he's in here first every single day.
Yeah, he works hard too. So yeah, good for Travis is for the boys. Big T game 6 tonight. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think they're in a little bit of trouble, but we'll see.
Yeah, I like the Astros too. Last thing here, I was going to get to it last week, but we had sickness on the podcast. Grinelli celebrated 6 years at Barstool.
He's grown on me. My hatred towards him is sort of a joke now. And I never truly hated him. But that story, again, when he called me a pothead before ever meeting me. But listen, Chicklets is a monster, and they just churn along, and Biz and Wit swear by him, so good for him.
Oh, so that was literally just kidding around when you said about the weed thing? I thought you were still like, man, this guy's never going to give up the grudge.
No, I don't fucking care. I never really cared about that.
Okay. That's good, Grinelli. Congrats on the 6 years then. All right, that's all I got. You got anything else?
Nope.
Nope. All right, that's it for today, everybody. Thank you
All
for
right.
listening. We'll be back next week. We'll see you then.
Bye.